And we are back. It is another episode. Thank you all for joining. The subject today will be quite heavy, I am sure, but we'll try to lighten the mood. So, gentlemen, Mr. Miller, who's not listening, Mr.
I am. I
Paget,
am. I can.
He's
I
also
am
on his
listening. I am
phone.
listening.
This is an exciting one today, and please stay after because we have another.
We have a special
guest.
The rock star.
Yeah,
guy's a
this,
rock
this
star.
is good. Very excited about it. So the addiction problem that you have, let's discuss that.
Yes.
Let's start.
So
with
this
that.
is an actual intervention
Because
for
I
me.
wanted to make sure we talk about this because we have a special guest, but we're going to do a separate show. But this addiction thing is really. What do you call it? It's an intervention, is what it is.
Yes, I said that.
So Gabriel drinks a lot of energy drinks.
Yeah.
Let's
No,
put it
let's
on the
be
table.
real. Let's be
It's
real.
true.
Can
You
we talk
drink a
about
lot.
it? Can we talk about your problem?
Are you okay
Yes,
about
Or
it?
one of the problems
Let's
that you
talk
have?
about it. Let me get my can. I don't even have it.
Yeah, no, show it.
No, I don't have it.
When did that
When did that
addiction-
start?
Yeah.
I think I was about 14.
What?
Yeah. The second I got really into sports, I really got hooked to that too.
Into
Yeah.
sports?
Yeah.
Really?
So let's talk. Let's review all the caffeine you consume in one day because for
Sure.
me it's mind blowing. You have the pre-workout,
Yeah.
C4 or something stronger
You-
It's pre-whoa. It's
you
even
take
stronger.
the C4 with your.
in the
Not
morning,
the
first
same
thing,
time.
3
No,
a.m.
I know, but
Yeah.
Then
so
he goes
3 a.m.
into-
pre-whoa.
Then what?
Then a coffee at when I'm back by 5.
And what kind of coffee? Is it like a tiny cup
Just
or you
double
go
espresso.
double?
Yeah.
Then you have a some type of an energy drink. What time? 10, 11?
Yeah, by 11. Yeah.
Then you have a fourth caffeine drink, either another coffee or
Yeah.
another energy drink.
Yeah.
So we're at 4 or 5 now.
Sure.
Oh, is there anything else that you consume after that, or
Well, I'd be dead if there was. So I think we're good.
so? But this is an addiction. This for real is
Sure.
an addiction.
Yeah,
Like, you
of course.
tried to cut. You
Yeah,
can't.
it's true. I cut for what 3 days, and you guys kept saying, "Man, you look like a zombie. You're
Yes.
not reacting. You're
Yes.
not," and it's true. And I have to go buy myself one today just to be able to be alive for the life.
So you remind me of me a lot with your extremism and your addiction. I have the same type of personality. You see, now I'm
But-
into cigars. Now you know what I did
Yeah.
on the weekend. Well, first of all, I bought quite a few from you.
Yeah.
Thank you for fueling the addiction.
You're
But I
welcome.
also was researching humidors, and now I'm getting into it because
Yeah.
it's
But that's exactly what I tried to explain earlier. I because for a long time we were all drinking a lot of the guru, well,
Yeah.
without naming it, and
You just
and-
did,
and-
but sure.
I know it's an expression, and after a while, after a certain while, we just decided to stop drinking.
it's true.
And I
But you
told
don't
guys,
have an addictive personality.
That's exactly why I stopped drinking.
Yeah.
I stopped the drinking.
So for alcohol,
I stopped the drinking because I knew that if I kept going, I would.
yeah, and addiction doesn't mean that you're gonna actually be drinking the whole bottle of wine or the 40 ounce whatever. It means that you like for me, if I start drinking wine or anything, I want that same drink every day. You know what I mean? Like I started drinking Churchill's.
Okay.
And then so I bought the stuff and then I'm like consuming it, not to be drunk and can't operate, but just that's what addiction is. It's not necessarily going to the point of passing out or, you
Mhm.
know,
It's the fact of just wanting to do it
Yeah.
day in and day out.
because
This-
I get into something and then I go to the extreme with it. Like I can't just do it sporadically.
But-
like Jeff, you're able to do that. And I admire that actually. It's
I
good.
worked on it. I worked on my mental toughness for years.
I'm sure you did. But what I'm going to say is that it can be good and should be used, that same addictive, like you have, like I have, towards the right things, which in our case, if you're self-employed, your business. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You can be obsessed and be so focused on this. Like I was talking about the process, the procedures. I love that. I would spend my whole time just building these marketing strategies, these ways of communicating, the sequences, the workflows. Like I love that stuff.
So, would you say that you're addicted to the process, the journey, or the results that you keep getting
No.
from it?
It's the process.
It's a
Because
process.
I
Sometimes it's a
even think
process.
about it like when we reach the goal. I don't want to reach the goal. It's kind of weird to
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
but I don't want to get to a certain point where
But a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs have that mentality of because once you reach that goal,
But then
you're
what?
like, well, then what?
So I'm afraid sometimes, this is weird what I'm about to say, but I'm afraid sometimes that I self-sabotage the thing so that we don't get the results, or else it's going to be
Or
like,
maybe
what?
it should just be a bigger goal.
Well,
Or a goal
my
that's-
goals are huge, but no, sometimes I think that I might be doing on subconsciously, like I might be doing something that's slowing down the actual attainment of the
Really?
goal. Maybe it's fear,
I think that goal should or
fear of
to
success.
make sure to always enjoy that process and that journey. I think the goal should be just stepstone.
Yeah.
So if psychologically, if you're in mind, you can set yourself, instead of saying this is my goal, well, this is maybe just phase 1 of my goal, and then you get to that phase 2, and then so every time you get to that stage, well, you're always going to aim for next something else. I don't know.
agree.
Definitely. So we have a few comments coming in, a few funny ones and a few accurate. So just before we go through them, the Mela Group is in new construction as well as residential, commercial. We have obviously our mortgage cabinet. Business Plus is also offered, which includes HR and property management. So concerning our new construction, the latest one is the Crown Project, phase 3 right now in Huntsic. We'll show you a quick video with more details and be right back. That's not what it is. All right, so we're back. Steve Thacker is calling us all lightweights, apparently.
Why?
So, I don't know, but he's
Why,
laughing about it.
Steve?
Says you're all lightweights.
Steve's
I
going to
don't-
be on the show. I think he accepted the other day.
Yeah, next
I
couple
don't
of
know
weeks
if it
is
was
going to set it
formal,
up.
but
So we should have
Oh.
a part 2 of addiction to see why he's a heavyweight about it, just to see what's going on.
we'll have some drinks when Steve.
Sure,
Oh,
sure.
that's
Cigars,
interesting.
drinks,
Cigars. I don't know, Steven, if you
monsters.
like cigars, we're gonna. Oh well, we can't smoke inside, but we'll figure out a way.
We'll do an outside show. It's not a
Maybe
problem.
we should do it with the tractor in the back.
Oh, I love it.
He's
That's so
excited.
cool.
He's excited.
your
Hey, that would
guys'
be
gig.
interesting.
It's your guys'
Well, it'd be
gig.
interesting for me.
Interesting for you.
No one cares about the tractor, but
I'll be interesting in Steve.
Yes,
the tractor.
I'll give you a course on how to manipulate.
Sure,
an
sure. So we can
excavator.
be on the live thing, and we're back for another. Elisa here is telling us that soda water is her thing. Can't go a day without it. But you know what? I'm
But
actually.
that's a good addiction.
That's a good thing. That's what I'm going to say. It's much better than my 37,000 grams of caffeine a day, and much worse. But I think I have it pretty good compared to what I could be addicted to with this type of personality.
Social media. Who's addicted to social
True.
media?
Everybody.
But I think, but
4.5 hours
that's
of
insane.
social media.
That's insane. But you can use it to your advantage. Yes, through instead of being a consumer, just to be a creator, 100%. But at the same time, don't you think that having he's already not agreeing? Don't you think that by consuming, let's say, 4.5 hours, if you start using that entire time on social media to
Yeah.
analyze the type of content that
Yeah, but
grabs your attention?
unfortunately, Gabriel, that's not what people
I know
do
that's
on
not what
social
people
media.
do,
They
but maybe that's
consume it.
instead of just saying, "Oh, you have to stop doing it," you can maybe keep doing it, but get a productive result. out
Yeah,
of it.
but you also don't need to do 4 hours.
That's
every
it.
day
That's
to,
why-
to
that's,
st- to
that's
study.
next
You
point.
can
You
pick
could.
one day or one afternoon.
We have professional content
Yeah.
creators
Actually, I'm
here.
interested
I'm
in
sure.
knowing this. Do you personally, Danny, I'm put you on the
Consume.
spot. How much time do you spend consuming, not researching or working and producing, but consuming? Do you know?
I'd say comfortably an hour a day.
Oh,
An
that's
hour
not
a
a
day
lot.
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why do you limit yourself? Are you conscious about that, or you don't care, or you don't track?
I don't track. On average it's an hour. I see it on the iPhone. I don't spend that
Because
much
why?
time.
You're not addicted. You know why do you have an hour and not 5 or 5 minutes or
I'm
2
too
hours.
busy. I'm too busy.
It's
There
too
you go.
busy. I like it. So that's great.
And I'm sure in that hour is because you're a creative. You take that hour, even though you're consuming, you're just grasping what are the trends, what's happening, what's
that-
hot out
yeah?
there.
that's just what
That's
I
what it
said.
is.
Yeah,
That's
but you're talking
exactly
about
what I
4
said.
hours.
Talking
He's
about
not going to
4
spend
hours.
4
I'm
hours.
saying, well, you kept bragging about everybody's doing 4 hours. I'm saying,
They
so
are.
use it to your advantage. I didn't come
We're
up with a
saying
number.
two things. We're saying two things. Decrease that 4.5 to maybe half an hour to an hour,
Yeah.
max. And during that half an hour and an hour, instead of consuming, learn.
I get it, but listen, on that 4 hours that I'm on TikTok, I take 2 of those watching It's and Dance on his channel, right?
And you
the
got to
other
check me
2
out.
He has to.
It's
Sure.
graphic, though. I warn everybody
Yeah,
ahead of
that's
time.
why I spent 2 hours.
If you're going on, you've been warned. But it works.
It does. It does.
It gets a
There
lot
is
of attention.
I'm
subscription.
addicted. It works. So Alyssa is coming back with I crave the bubbles. So that's good. Maria had Maria had a good question here. She says, "Did you ever get influenced or inspired by somebody's addiction?" I think influence is more the question.
No. No.
So you don't see somebody do something and you're like, I want to do that too. Even when you were young and in a band and a drummer.
No.
Never been influenced. Always a leader. You're lying. Jeff, what about you? Ever been guys, and being influenced, especially as a teenager or preteen,
Inspired,
or so on,
maybe, but not influenced.
by an
Well,
addiction. How can you be inspired by an addiction?
no, but someone introduced me to the Churchill drink. Is that even what it's called, Churchill? I don't even know now. See,
Yeah, it is.
the thing I used to drink, what's it called?
No, you're talking about the old fashioned.
Old fashioned Churchill. It sounds
No,
good though.
because just-
I drink the Churchill. Is that it's Churchill a drink?
There's a alcohol, a brand called Churchill.
I don't know.
That's why I was.
But it's not. It's
it's
the old
old-fashioned.
fashioned. You see, I got into that for some reason. I was
Yeah, it was me.
influenced. I don't know where.
It was me.
No, it's before you.
No, it was me.
No, it's not. It was before.
When we started talking about old fashioned, you were like, "Yeah, I had it maybe a couple of times," and then we had.
Yeah, but it's
some
not
few
you
times.
who triggered the
I
me wanting.
reignite it.
Well, maybe.
I don't know
There
why you
you
would
go.
brag about giving him an addiction, but sure.
Yeah,
No, it's not
Yeah.
an addiction. No, it was an addiction. Let's call it.
I think it's
Yeah.
an addiction. Basically, I would say that even when you don't necessarily want it
Yeah.
or you don't feel like it, you're still gonna get one. If you go today to 40 West,
Yeah,
and you really don't feel like you were wasted last night. Oh, I don't want anything today, and the waiter's gonna come. Oh, let me get a old fashioned.
Sure.
There you go. So that's an addiction.
Yeah.
It's a disease when you think about it. It's really.
But you can
not,
also be addicted
toughness
to.
or
No, but wait.
anything.
It can be.
No, but wait a second. Right now, as I said to you guys last week, no, you weren't there.
No.
You wanted to with Mike. You had a sip of something. I said no, I don't want it. Because why? Because I'm addicted now to the feeling of not, and because we did this challenge for 16 weeks, I want that feeling. I'm addicted to the high of being clean with my food, working out, having that certain energy. That's also a way to look at it as a positive addiction.
True.
You can have those too.
That makes sense.
It does make sense.
Great.
It's very
Steve
intelligent.
Thacker, I think, was insulting me by saying lol for wasted hours on TikTok.
That's right. It goes fast.
You know what? I think I have one last example. That's a good one concerning addiction, but that can be positive. All your friends, and somebody here had mentioned it. All your friends go to the gym. Oh, okay. Let me go too. Right. It's a good one. It's not even how the feeling of being at the gym and so on, but you see your friends being addicted. They're there every day, nonstop, no matter what day, raining, sunshine. You follow them. Oh, let me get into that too. So yes, it's an addiction, but it's a good
It's
one.
not addiction. It's more of a power of a.
No, but for
influence.
me, let's say it's an addiction because look, you feel. At what
You're just
time? At what
influenced
time
by-
am I at
you're
the gym
just
usually,
influenced
guys?
by the
Three,
people around you.
what?
3
3 in the
afternoon.
morning? Oh yeah, sure.
You're
You know
just
that's not true.
influenced.
No, but think about it. I'm addicted. For me, I'm addicted to when I wake up at 3 and I'm in the car. It's 3:15, 3:20, and I drive to the gym and it's dead. There's not a cat outside. There's no cops. There's no nothing. It's just dead. Even the lights don't work. Nothing. Everything's that. That's an addictive feeling. You really feel that it's the world is yours, and I wouldn't switch it to let me just start working out at 7 and so on. So you know what? No matter what, I would say addictions. You have good. It's Jens telling me to wrap it up. So
No, no,
I'm
it's
gonna
good.
wrap
It's
it
good. But
up.
I'm excited because we have
It's
Christopher.
always
No,
like
wait.
that.
Listen to what I'm saying. This is important. We have a great guest that showed up, and stay tuned because right
Sure.
now, in 5 minutes, we're gonna go back to
5-10
another
minutes.
live. We're doing a double today with Christopher Salada. Check him out on Instagram. 10,000, almost 10,000 followers. Let's help him get to that
Let's crank it
10,000.
up. He has his YouTube channel as well, where he, I think it's
A super nice guy.
Yeah,
Super nice guy. You gotta stay tuned. We're gonna talk about how he built his business, tips and tricks. So with that, we'll see you in a few more minutes.
There you go.